Welcome to the Angular Badge Component tutorial. The Syncfusion Angular Badge is a CSS-based component that allows you to display status and notifications in various shapes and sizes, adding flexibility to your UI. In this video, I will show you how to create an Angular application and add the badge component to it. You will see the different shapes and types of badges. I will also show you how to integrate the badge with other UI components. Before proceeding further, make sure you have installed the latest version of Node.js. I'll be creating the application using the Angular CLI tool. I will edit my code using Visual Studio Code and show the output in the Chrome browser. Let's start with the application creation process. I open Visual Studio Code and install the Angular CLI using the command npm install-g at angular/CLI. Next, I will create a new Angular project. I use the command ng new project name and name my project my Angular app. Now, I am going to create a project with an option to add a CSS style sheet. I choose the CSS option. The project creation is started and an Angular project with dependencies is created. Now, let me navigate to the project folder. To use the Angular badge component, I need to install the Syncfusion notifications package using the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 angular notifications -- save. As I mentioned earlier, the badge is a CSS-based component, so it's necessary to add a CSS class to the target element to render it. I plan to display a badge on a button component. So, I will install the Syncfusion Angular Buttons package in the application to proceed further. To do this, let me type the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 angular buttons -- save. This will install the Syncfusion Angular Buttons package. The application is now ready to use. The first thing I must do here is register the trial license key to use Syncfusion components. So, open the main TS file and import the register license method from the Syncfusion EJ2 base package. Using this method, I register the trial license key. To learn how to generate this license key, refer to the link in the description below. The application is now configured to use Syncfusion components. Next, I open the app component TS file and import the button module from the Syncfusion EJ2 Angular Buttons package. And I register it within the imports array of the component section. Using the button component, I will display an inbox button indicating that 99 messages have been received. To add the badge component, I will first navigate to the app component HTML file and remove the default code. Then, I'll create a division element, and inside it, I'll add a button tag. Next, I apply styles to the button by setting the class attribute to eButton. Here, I have set the predefined eButton class to add necessary CSS styles to transform this HTML element into a Syncfusion button component. Next, I will add the content for the button element as inbox. Then, to add a badge to this button, let me add a span tag with the content 99. To make this span into a Syncfusion Angular badge component, it is necessary to assign the eBadge class to the class attribute. This predefined class will add default styling to render it as a Syncfusion badge component. To apply styles for the button component, I navigate to the styles CSS file and add necessary CSS references by importing the material theme. Next, I will implement a class to align the badge component. I will set the text alignment to center and add a margin top of 50 pixels. After that, I will apply the same class to the div element to ensure proper alignment of the component. Now, let me save and run the project using the command ng serve. Look here. You can see a button with a badge displaying inbox with the 99 messages. By default, the badge renders adjacent to the button text. To display it at the top right like a notification, I need to add the eBadge overlap class. To do this, let me add the eBadge overlap class to the span tag. For better alignment, I'm going to set the position of the target element to relative. In the styles CSS file, I define the eButton class and set the position to relative. Now, the badge renders at the top right as a notification. You can notice that the background color of the badge is set according to the theme. But you can customize the background color and font styles by adding appropriate CSS classes. There are 8 predefined colors supported by the badge component for various scenarios like success, danger, warning, info, and so on. To display the badge as a primary notification, I set the class to eBadgePrimary. Now the badge is displayed as a primary notification, and the background color has changed. The default shape of the Syncfusion badge component is a rectangle. It can also be displayed as a circle or dot notification. To display it as a circle, I set the eBadge circle CSS class to the span tag. You can see the badge is displayed in a circle shape. The default position of the badge notification is top, but I can also display it at the bottom by setting the span tag to eBadge bottom class. As I want to display the badge at the bottom and display it as a dot notification, I replace the eBadge circle class with the eBadge.class and remove the content from the span tag. Looking here, the dot notification is displayed at the bottom. Next, let's see how to integrate the badge component with other UI components like list view, toolbar, and accordion. In this example, I will show you how to integrate the badge with the Syncfusion Angular toolbar component. First, I install the Angular Navigations package using the command npm install at syncfusion/ej2 Angular Navigations --save. Once the package is installed, let me proceed to import the toolbar component from the Syncfusion ej2 Angular Navigations package. I will also update the export class. Then, navigate to the app component HTML file and remove the button component code. After that, integrate the toolbar component by pasting the code snippet from the existing Syncfusion Angular toolbar demo application. If you want to learn more about the Angular toolbar component, please refer to the video link in the description below. In this toolbar, I have added the toolbar items of a messenger app like a menu bar, inbox, and so on, with appropriate icons. Next, I'm going to add notifications for these items. So let me add a span tag for the inbox item and assign the class eBadge to it. As I want to set the number of new messages as a primary notification, I add the classes eBadgePrimary and eBadgeNotification. To keep the notification at the top right corner of the inbox icon, I add the class eBadgeOverlap and set the number of new messages to 35. Then, add notifications for friend requests and favorite messages by inserting span tags with the appropriate badge classes. After that, place the toolbar inside a div element and add the class's container division and badge toolbar to align the toolbar properly. Next, in style CSS file, since I have already removed the CSS reference for the button component, now I import the CSS reference for the material theme related to the toolbar component and define CSS styles such as margin, padding, display, and overflow for these classes. Now, the badge component is integrated with the toolbar. Let's wrap up this video. I have shown you how to add a Syncfusion badge component to an Angular application. I have also shown you how to add the different shapes and types of badges and how to integrate the badge with other UI components. If you want to try out example used in this video, you can download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also shared a link to learn how to obtain a free license key to use our Angular components through our community license if you are eligible. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel.